Hey guys, Trey and John coming at you with another Diablo Immortal video. This one, we're going to talk about the bounties and the do's and don'ts, if it's worth your time, if it's not worth your time, and kind of how I perceive doing bounties as part of your dailies versus how everyone else does bounties for their dailies. All right, so you guys may know by now, or may have seen other content creators talk about bounties and kind of the do's and don'ts on whether or not you should be doing them, if you should not be doing them, if it's worth your time, if they give the correct amount of XP to weight the time investment for doing them. These are very circumstantial things that change, honestly, depending on the bounty itself, the composition of the team that you're gonna be running with the bounty. There's a lot of variables that go into bounties themselves. So I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to talk to you guys about bounties because I think I have a higher value of them than most others will. So it's going to be pretty much the topic of this video. Before you all say, okay, whatever, John, I do my bounties, and I'm going to explain why. So there's a couple reasons why you don't do bounties. One reason is the fact that you get very minimal return for XP. Now notice that the XP is about 54.1k XP. Now you are killing enemies, which gives you more added additional XP. However, you have to teleport to that area, do that farm, and then you have to move around in the map. Now, this causes you to take a lot of time in moving from one location to another. That's why you actually go, I wouldn't say go negative on XP gain, but if you were to just spend the same amount of time open world farming, you would actually net more XP and more rewards from open world farming than you would from doing a bounty. That is generally why people say, hey, do not do your bounties, go ahead, let them stack up, and just ride it out. Especially for those who are mortal, they know that they want to do 2 bounties a day, and that's it. And that's literally just because they want to be able to do this this goal over here, which is the complete 2 bounties for the 50 points for immortal. So that one's a must. So everyone does at least 2 bounties a day. They usually just cut it off there and they call that good. I, however, like to do them all every day. Now, here's why. So I've talked before about what it's like to play Diablo Immortal as a group, what it's like to play it as a solo, and kind of what the difference is in what the perks, pros, cons, so on and so forth. They just changed the game even more to where now you can only run dungeons with 2, that is a minimum, which means that it's more flexibility for you to run dungeons. So that means that that's even more reason for you necessarily not to do bounties, right? However, I do want to talk about a couple of things. So you'll notice that my Paragon level is 152 here. I was drastically low on levels. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I think I was 13 levels low below Silver Paragon. As of recording this video, I believe I'm only 4 levels below. Yeah, 4 levels below, and I'm about to go grinding super hard actually after this video. But the case in point that I'm trying to make is I hate open world farming. It is the most boring thing in the world. I will run dungeons all day long. I will run any type of content. I'll do battlegrounds. I hate battlegrounds, and I'd rather do that than open world farm. Now, it's funny, I know, because I will make videos, content saying, hey, these are the best places to farm, and that's because everybody is built differently. I myself am not geared to open world farm. I need to objectively farm. That is the type of farming that I enjoy versus just mindlessly farming. That does absolutely nothing for me. I like going and farming like Mad King's Breach, Temple of Namari, any of the dungeons, because there's a set item at the end that I'm trying to drop. But open world farming, really the only thing I'm trying to achieve is levels, legendary gear. That's the only thing I'm trying to achieve. And honestly, that's not enough drive, so to speak, for me to want to do open world farming. Now, so with that being said, I value this 54.1k XP, at least double, if not triple the amount of experience, because this gives me my objective. Objectively, I can go and I can do these bounties now and actually complete them for the day and actually have fun doing it, because I now have an objective, and then I try to make the best of it in open world farm while I'm going to go ahead and take care of these. I think that really satiates my need for trying to level and get around the whole running dungeons, so on and so forth. So this is kind of a better value, in my personal opinion, than everyone else values bounties. Because let's be honest here, that even at 40 kills here, this takes close to, we'll say 3 minutes to complete, and at 54k experience, you get that within about 1 minute and a couple of the open world farms. So it's really not worth your time. However, if you do a group of 4 and you do bounties, then that gets them done faster, which is XP gained. That kind of like takes away from my point of it's okay to do bounties as long as you have a reason to, like as long as it gives you some sort of purpose, right? Like for me, it does give me a purpose. I like to go in here. I make sure I always keep them all in the same area. If not, I will refresh them, or I'll actually do two. I'll wait for them to be done, come back so that when they spawn out. But it really does make a big difference. The other part of this also is because I do struggle to do open world farm, I don't really like the battle pass is one of those things where yes, you can complete this every single day by doing dungeons and whatnot, but if I don't run any dungeons, if I couldn't get a group of 4, which this meta has now changed, right? This video is being recorded post update to where we can run 2. I've already ran I don't know, I think 7 or 8 dungeons today after this one change, and it was massive. That's a huge quality of life improvement for everyone. But with that being said, I got my battle pass points, but before then, if I didn't run those dungeons, I would never get my battle pass if I just did open world farm. I would need to do the bounties, so that way I would get the battle pass points to go ahead and unlock the daily, the platinum gain, basically. I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. So if I pull it up here, you go into Codex, at the top here, there's a bar here, right? You get the 3 chests. So you always need to hit that last one so you get that 300 platinum. I was even struggling to get that without doing my bounties every day. So unless I was doing dungeons, and like I said, if you are struggling to find that group of 4, it's very imperative that you have some other way to get those battle pass points, because let's be honest, 300 platinum a day may not seem like a lot, but it does add up over time and allows you to play the market, so that way you can really benefit greatly of just free resources, essentially, we'll call it. Now, is it the same as what the market used to be? Absolutely not. I'm trying to record a lot of data and spreadsheets for you guys, so I can kind of show you the downfall of the market, unfortunately, because it has gone pretty south on my particular server. I'm not sure what the market's looking like on your guys' server, but yeah, it's not looking that hot here for me. But what is looking nice is the fact that I can do these dungeons or these bounties every single day. And it goes ahead and it helps me out with doing my dailies, as well as it gets me my battle pass points. And I feel objectified, because now I know I need to complete these certain areas to really get what I need, right? Like, it's not one of those situations where before I was kind of just like pigeonholed on, well, I shouldn't do these because it's a negative XP grind. Well, yes, it is a negative, a not positive XP grind, we'll call it. But honestly, it validates this process a lot more for me. And I think that's worth more than any amount of XP or time that I may have squandered away, we'll call it. So I'll definitely take it. Not to mention, look, I just got 2 of those goblins back to back to back. And now with that update, goblins are good. Goblins are something you always want to hit. I mean, we always hit them before because we wanted a gold, right? But now we really want to hit them more and more, because there's a better chance for them to drop legendaries and other objects and oddball things. So it definitely is pretty cool. It's nice. Let me know down in the comments below. How do you guys feel about doing dailies every day? Do you do them? Are they a part of your daily videos? I know my daily video guide I did is about an hour and 10 minutes long. I know a lot of people still watch that. It still comes up in my watch list as people are still watching it. Because they use that as their tracker to see, okay, I had hit my daily goals, or I haven't, or whatever the case may be. Are you someone who does your bounties every day? Or did you listen to like Chosen and Veiled, and then when they said, hey, this is not worth the salt as far as XP goes? I'm very curious if I'm more of the I would say reward driven, but the more objective driven content creator. Versus everyone else who plays the game. Like, I know a lot of people can just do it without even thinking, which if you are one of those people, I envy you, I really do. Unfortunately, I just get bored with it. I love the mechanics, I love the grind, I'm all for grinding all day long, but I gotta have an objective, and I just can't justify running around and doing open world farming as an objective to level when I know I could be doing like my dailies, which is an actual objective, even if it does cost me a little bit of XP that I could have technically gotten in the same amount of time. Now, before any of you make the joke of, well, John, that's why you're below server Paragon. Well, it's not, thank you very much. But does it contribute to this? Okay. I rest my points. You may be onto something. You may be slightly correct about this matter. But at the end of the day, this is all about my particular playstyle, and if this playstyle pertains to you. If it doesn't pertain to you, I fully understand that, and I'm sorry I wasted your time with this video. Just sorry you are still not watching at this point. But if this is something that does pertain to you, if you do struggle with open world farming and you need a reason to get out there and kind of open world farm, here you go. This is your reason. This is your sanity check, so to speak, on why it's okay to do bounties, so that way you can open world farm to get more XP to level your character. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helped you with those of you who are struggling with the balance of, do I open world farm or do I do bounties, whatever the case may be. And if it did, please leave me a comment down below letting me know. And until next time, guys, have a good rest of your day. Catch you later. Peace.